Good day to you. My name is Michal Kondrat and this is Poland Daily Culture. And we have a orchestra woman here with us in the studio. Aleksandra Świecińska, thank you very much for coming.
Hi.
You are a musician and a viola player and also a vocalist, a lot of things with music. And you also come from a musician family. You're in your own band, but you play also in a cabaret and in a musical. So you do a lot of things connected to music. But let's start with the fact that you come from a music family. And so you were surrounded by music since your childhood. Was it your destination to be a musician, or did you ever have like any other vocation or dream to be?
Any other options of life, of the future? Well, this is very funny because you're right. My parents are opera singers. And also a sister of my mother, my aunt, is a singer. So I was always surrounded by people who are musicians. My parents, let's say, got pregnant during studies. So I've met only people from Warsaw Academy or from studies.
And you were an early child then,
yes.
And they were practicing and singing.
And so music was surround me since I was born. And as a matter of fact, I thought. Till my late, high school time or something like that, or even studies, I must say, that everybody were in a primary music school. Everybody. I knew that there are some, let's say normal schools, but I thought that it's obvious that everybody went to primary musical school. And maybe then they decided to change, the direction. But
Okay, so you thought that the music education is just a standard, normal thing?
Yes, that it's absolutely, it's
every person.
Yes, that it has to be this way, that you have to play on some kind of instrument, or you have to sing, you have to, have a... music is like maths or like, history or something, some other subject at school.
Polish language.
Indeed, so this was very funny. And when I graduated Warsaw University, Chopin University, I thought that this is not enough, that maybe this music was surrounding me since I was born, so this is something which is completely natural for me, and I don't feel so much educated. I hope you know what I mean. That
you need something in addition.
Yes, that it's so obvious, like eating, sleeping, like every other natural habit. So maybe I should start to study. So I went to journalist school for 3 years. It was a very nice adventure for me, but eventually I came back to music. Because this is when you start to live in it, it's very difficult to cut the line, and to stop.
Not have it in life as well.
Especially that musicians are very early in the job. They are working and they are earning money very early. Actually, they can do it because they are professionally skilled as almost teenagers. Yes, so you can play concerts on a very high quality. You can be the participant of the orchestra. So you
when you are young,
yes,
and already support
so
yourself.
It's a very easy start in life, actually, to, let's say, to move out from your parents' house, to live on your own, So I've noticed that
Internalism.
It's not like that. You have
different.
to have, for example, something with what is not in musical life, that you have no this kind of practice, yes. As in, when you are a doctor or you are a journalist or any other, type of job, you need to have this non-paid practice.
Or at least do something somewhere.
Yes,
in a
and
newspaper.
you don't have to do it in musical life. You're just starting working, and it's one-to-one. You are earning money. You are playing concerts. So this is amazing. So I decided to maybe do something more. To be more educated, to feel more aware about life and about everything what happened in history. Yet I came back to music, to my roots.
To being back a musician.
Yeah.
Do you think, we see right now that you're pregnant. Do you plan your children to be musicians as well?
As a matter of fact, I have no choice. Because first of all, I thought that absolutely not, because this has some difficulties. To be a little child as a musician. I mean, to raise as a musician, because you have to practice, which makes you which isolates you. You know, you have to practice for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours when you want to be, you know, a good musician, professional. So little children, they are not playing, you know, outside, yes, in the garden, but they are sitting and playing the etudes and things like that. And I didn't want this kind of childhood for my children. Besides, the level of stress is completely different because little children, since the first class of primary school, they have exams twice a year. So it's like a little, I don't know, like a big exam for us, yes? People are very scared about this, let's say, Polish matura, for example, yeah? Or any other kind of exam. This is something which stressed them a lot. And those children has this stress since 7 years old, yeah? Twice a year. This is very early and this is very stressful. It didn't affect me well, as I must say. And as we talk with other musician friends, we consider this as a not particularly good way of preparing us to the job, yes? Because our job is you can play once at a time. You have to perform perfectly. So playing this exam as a little child shows you that you have to be perfect at this very moment. You have to be focused and you have to practice this one in a lifetime playing. Yet I don't feel this is so necessary to work this way. So I didn't want it for my children. Yet I think I will have to put them to the musical school because my first daughter, Natalia, she loves music. She listens to the music. My parents, who are taking care of her sometimes, they take her on lessons, vocal lessons, because they are teaching, yes? So she's staying with them, and she's staying and listening, and she's dancing, and she's, you know...
So she's really gripped with music.
For her,
and this part of her life.
It's magic, yes.
Well, that's wonderful. On one, we'll dig more to this topic in the next episode. And of course, to all of you, the viewers of Poland Daily, when you're thinking about the future of your children, it seems like that what parents are doing really has an effect on children, especially if you want to plan a musical career for them. So think it through. And of course, stay and watch the other episode. And thank you for watching Poland Daily Culture.